We had a great meeting with the president and spent a couple hours with him. Have some of the great farmers actually standing behind me. We didn't even plan for this. It just happened. But really representing all the row crops from all across this country, those that we were focused on today with this new trade package. We talked a lot in there about really the crisis that is facing a lot of our farmers, losing 150,000 farms over the last number of years. Lots of problems to solve, but this president is so focused on it. This trade package that was announced, the aid package that was announced is a bridge to next year where we believe, again, the markets open up, the input costs come down, the one big beautiful bill moves into effect. So with that, I'll take a couple questions, but great to be with you.
Can you just explain, President Trump had said that the relief package would be funded via tariffs, but there's been talk about using the CCC. Can you just explain how exactly that is going to work?
That's right. The tariffs we consider an offset. We are using CCC funds. So we have set aside $12 billion. We had to move some things around, but we've got that $12 billion set aside, $11 billion announced today, $1 billion we're holding back for specialty crops. But as the president said today, he's open to more. We really are trying to be so judicious, obviously with the taxpayer funds, want to make sure that these farmers can survive. But as you've probably, a lot of you have seen that follow this, the minute you infuse funds from government checks into the farm economy, the farmers are still barely surviving, but inputs skyrocket, fertilizer, seed, equipment, et cetera. So really working to try to solve this from all aspects.
Secretary Rollins, is this bailout today an acknowledgement that the administration's trade policies are hurting U.S. farmers? And what would you say to U.S. farmers who are worried that China is not going to hold up its end of the agreements that the president was touting?
Yeah, so two quick things to answer your question. When we were out here earlier this spring, I think I came out and gaggled with a lot of you after the president announced Liberation Day. And starting then, almost immediately, I said, this president is resolutely focused. If there is any evidence that trade is compromising these farmers' ability to sell their product, that we will ensure, just as he did in term one, negotiating China one, that we'll make sure that we are mitigating for that. The really interesting thing is, though, now that we're 8, 9, 10 months into this, there is almost zero evidence, if any evidence, that what they are doing and the challenges that our farm economy is facing in row crops has anything to do with these trade renegotiations. Instead, the input costs being so high based on the last administration and not one new trade deal in 4 years, those are really the two basically driving factors in why the farm economy is today what it is. So you'll see we pivoted from, we're going to do an aid package, assuming the trade has been extremely or potentially harmful. And instead now we're just going to support our row croppers based on those input prices, based on no new deals as we continue to monitor trade.